Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 34 of Risky Radio. My name's Ben, aka Chopa, and joining me tonight, as always, Zach, aka Risky the Kid.
Hello everybody.
And Mr. Shakes his head all the time, Lewis, aka Waterloo.
It's me, Waterloo.
I like that. Should do that more often.
It's me, Waterloo.
Okay, not like all the same time, just like more often every episode.
Oh, so not consistently after each other.
Not consistently,
okay.
right, yeah.
I want to make sure.
Well then, Lewis, because you had to talk like that, let's go first with you. How was your week? And give us a little insight on what you got to play.
My week was all right. Black Friday was this week. Wasn't as busy as I hoped it would be at work. I did work the night shift, so I think that might have been part of the issue. But other than that, can't really complain.
Everybody was already out by the time you went into work.
Pretty much. Everyone was done shopping. Thanksgiving was good. I rounded myself out. I wasn't as stuffed as the turkey was because there was a goose inside the turkey.
But a turducken?
No, a goosen.
Oh, a turgoose.
No, isn't it a turkey?
A turkey? That would be a duck.
Turkey?
No, because there was no duck in what I ate. It was a goose. Like a goose and a duck are two different animals.
So it was a gurkey.
I guess it was a gurkey. I choked on gurkey for Thanksgiving. Choked down gurkey. I should say I choked down gurkey.
That sounds real gross.
The goose was a little bit dry, but it was still really good. Just a little gravy on it. You didn't even know. Which was yummy in this tummy of mine I have. So Thanksgiving, fun.
Black Friday didn't sell as much as you wanted to.
Precisely.
Did you purchase anything?
No, I didn't. I was very good because I need to make sure I have enough money to pay rent because they take my rent
Rent's
out.
important.
Yeah, because at this place they do auto withdrawal. So at the beginning of the month they take the money out automatically.
You can't send them a text message that says, "Hey, do you care if I pay you rent in a few days?"
Exactly. So I have to make sure that I have money in on the 1st, and I do have to contact our company because I am supposed to be receiving a $400 bonus check, and I have yet to receive that.
They're never going to give it to you?
But video gaming...
You know, Lewis, maybe if you had direct deposit into a bank account, maybe said bank account is where you pull money from for your apartment, then said company could get you your money exactly when you're supposed to get it, instead of hoping that you can get a check from somebody who works with you.
Well, I mean, it was working quite nicely when I did live here because he would just bring my checks home.
Are you guys talking about me?
Maybe a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But, I got to change my address with him, too, because they're going to be mailing checks here anyways.
Also, I recommend you change your address for your driver's license.
You never changed that over, did you?
If
I live here.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I changed your mail over, too, so I stopped throwing it in the garbage without giving it to you.
Oh, snap.
Sorry, I only get Sirius radio here.
There's a lot of serious radio.
Yeah. But I played a lot of video games. I did jump back into Zelda. I started playing.
Did you have to start over?
I did.
Oh.
It's all right. I've been playing a little bit of that here.
Well,
and
you
there.
can take all the knowledge that you learned in your first 60 hours of it, and then just put it towards your brand new save.
I don't remember too much. I remember the main mechanics, but where I found everything,
all the temples. And shit.
That's all out of my head.
I mean, that'd be weird if you remembered where all of those were.
It'd be impressive.
Well, now you don't have to feel bad if you look at a guide at some point. Cause you're I probably already found that on my own. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like looking for it again.
So doing that too. And then I played Battlefield, Call of Duty,
Battlefront.
Battlefield. Battlefield.
The one with Star Wars?
No, I was thinking of Battlefield because I did hear something about another DLC or something's coming for that down the road.
So what did you play, Battlefront or Battlefield?
Battlefront 2.
Okay.
Yeah. A bunch of that. Star Wars. Oh, that is Star Wars.
You finally beat the campaign.
I
then.
did. I enjoyed the campaign.
Did you like the end of it? How it kind of tied into
I did.
The Force Awakens?
I did.
A little bit.
It shows where that crash came from, and because that's the fight you're doing.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I really enjoyed being that last character. Can I say it now? Can I say I feel like people have beaten the game by now?
Or if you were gonna beat it, you probably would have.
Yeah.
We'll just say, okay, for the next 2 minutes, don't listen to this podcast if you don't like spoilers about
Cover
Star
your
Wars.
ears. Exactly what he just said. You get to be Kylo Ren. It's badass in the story, and I love being him.
Spoilers. I was gonna play it.
You liked being
Lando
a little bit better.
was probably my favorite. Yeah,
Really?
Just mechanically. I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely felt like a badass using Kylo.
Yeah.
Especially since Kylo's whole thing was just like, go kill people.
Yeah.
Just murder everyone.
I was playing PvP, and I was doing really good, and then all of a sudden I see at the end of the corridor Kylo Ren, and I actually felt scared because I knew what he could do.
And run?
I tried, but he tried using his force pole, but it brought me up, and I got stuck on the ceiling, so I didn't go towards him, so I fell down, and he was still running at me, and I pulled the trigger twice, and then I died.
Classic Star Wars.
But I literally felt terror in my, when I saw him.
That's probably exactly what they're shooting for.
Yeah.
That's really funny because playing that game the other day when we streamed it, I got into one of the inside rooms when we were playing the war mode or where you have to move to do different objectives.
Yeah.
And I saw Darth Vader, and my first reaction was, he isn't looking at me, shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, they have Darth Vader.
Uh-huh.
Later in the game, though, after seeing Yoda a couple of times, he's just so mobile.
Yeah, he's so
Yoda's
little,
really
too.
obnoxious.
God, it's so hard.
It's the smallest
to shoot him.
hitbox in
And
any
I
video
swear
game
I
ever.
killed him 4 times, and then he'd pop back around the corner at half HP, and I'd be like, dude, you had a sliver.
Why
what
would
happened?
you die?
And then what other games did I play? Stardew Valley here and there.
I didn't touch my Switch this week.
Really?
Again.
No.
2 weeks in a row. Surprising.
I think you have a impressionable playing style. So when he's sitting there playing the Switch, it reminds you, hey, I have a Switch I should play.
Well, I also think
That too.
a lot of it's we used to just sit and watch TV and play it.
Yeah.
But now it's either Megan's home or not, and that decides if I'm up here playing not a real video game, but playing something I
Console.
need to play on my PlayStation or Xbox. So I'm definitely playing less of my Switch lately.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think that's 2 weeks in a row then. Yeah. It's just sitting in the dock. At least it's charged. I made sure it was plugged in.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go.
See, I think those are the only games I've been playing. Oh, Force Arena on my phone. I haven't played.
Oh, you started playing that?
Yeah, because you were talking about it, and I'm like, you said there were Droidicas in it, so I'm like, I fucking love the Droidicas. I want to get them, and so I picked it up again, played that, ranked up a tier or 2.
Did you join a new clan or anything?
Nope, I'm still the only one in Jakku Scavengers.
Jakku Scavengers. Oh, such a good name too.
Yep.
Damn.
I've been. I don't think you can send requests for people to join your thing. Can you?
No, I think people have to find it.
Okay. Because there were some people that I was playing, and I saw that they didn't have a clan, so I was like, maybe I should just invite them to my clan so I'd have members.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Although maybe if there's admins,
I'm
things that you could do.
Yeah,
you
I
are
was
the.
gonna say I'm the only
admin,
one, and so I should be able to do some things.
Yeah.
But other than that, and then that's it.
Good deal. How about you, Ben? What have you been playing?
I played.
Wait,
Lewis.
go Lewis.
Wait.
You have
Sorry,
something else?
I completely forgot. I spent a good 10 hours in the Sims world.
Didn't you do? Wasn't that part of last week?
No.
Did you do all of that this past week?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm pretty
fair
sure.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last week I didn't have it. Yeah, it was this week.
How's going to The Sims?
I did the 10-hour trial. I wanted to buy it afterward. I don't know why. It got me enough addicted
I would say obviously
that I
you
wanted
liked
to.
it if you burned through a whole 10-hour trial.
Yeah. I had 3 or 4 different characters. I was going to do a Sunny in Philadelphia theme and decided that was kind of stupid.
Sounds fun.
It would be kind of fun creating the characters because you can actually really personalize these characters a lot more than you used to be able to. You give them 4 or 5 different personality traits, and some of the traits you have to actually do stuff with. Like, I did create a guy that was mischievous, and he needed to go to other people's houses to steal things.
What the fuck?
Because
He's made a burglar?
Yeah, and if he didn't steal things, he would be kind of sad and grumpy for like the day or the week.
Just make him steal things
That's
online so he doesn't have to leave the house.
You couldn't steal things online.
Oh,
You actually have to go to someone's house and
steal people's
things.
Identities.
Swiping.
But then I stopped playing that one, and I created Boba Fett. And Boba Fett,
what?
All Boba Fett wanted to do is he fought for the Galactic Empire, and his actual career in the game was a astronaut, so it's fitting. But yet, all he really wanted to do was cook and become a famous chef. So I actually had him quit his job.
So when you said you made Boba Fett, you just named the guy
No,
Boba
he's
Fett?
in a Boba Fett outfit. They gave you could get a Boba Fett outfit, a Darth Vader outfit, a Luke Skywalker's a Luke Skywalker's outfit in the orange jumpsuit like he's about to fly the X-Wing. I'm pretty sure Emperor Palpatine was there.
Oh, that's so fucking weird. I thought you were just
making a guy
a weird guy.
No, he literally is in a Boba Fett outfit.
All right.
And but all he wants to do is be a cook, and so I had him quit his job as a bounty hunting for space, and now he works as a barista at a job, and he's working his way up. He's grinding. He's like a level 4 cooking right now, and he's a level 2 bartender, I think.
You turned Boba Fett into a millennial.
I did. And I was going to make a Darth Vader, but my trial ended. And I also missed Boba Fett's birthday by one day. Because
what can you do on their birthday?
I don't know. It stopped the day before his
trial
birthday. That's another reason why I wanted to buy it, because I was like, well, what's his birthday?
Happens?
I might buy it if it does go on sale.
Yeah, it was $30 on Black Friday.
Hard copy. I probably should have just picked it up, but money's a little tight right now.
You think you're in a game share with Ben? What's he gonna do?
No, I know he's not going to play it.
I played a lot of Sims when I was younger, I'll have you know.
He's lying.
I used to sit there for hours typing in that one cheat code for like $100,000, and I was a billionaire, I'll have you know.
I saw that the cheat codes are still there.
Valid.
Did you use them at all?
No, I didn't use any cheat codes. I just was kind of messing around. But then I really started enjoying making Boba Fett talk.
So did any of your people find significant others?
I did start finding... One girl became really good friends with me, put me in the friend zone, because every time I flirted with her, I lost 2 points. But then I did find a girl that kind of was liking me, so I was like, oh, this is cool. But the other girl would always come over to my house. Like, she'd call me at like 12 o'clock almost every day, and I got to good enough friends with her where it asked me to ask her to move in.
As a roommate, not as a
wife, but I was like,
girlfriend.
how can I have you move in when I only have one bed and you don't want to sleep with me? Because she did she did lay in my bed at one time, and I tried getting into it, and my sim was like throwing his hands in the air and everything.
And she was like,
yeah. So, but also, when I started to be a bartender, she would sit at the bar and she would loosen up more. So I think I could have got her drunk and then slept with her.
It's a fucking Lewis simulator.
But it really makes me sad.
That made you sound more rapey than you are. Sorry.
Yeah, it definitely does. But no, I wasn't gonna like rape her in The Sims, because I don't think you can do that. I probably would have seen if I could have like maybe put a few moves on her.
Roofie your drink, maybe.
That'd be hilarious if like they actually have a system where you sleep with a girl and she's drunk, and then she comes out and is like, I was drunk, you took advantage of me, and you get like sued and shit.
Lose
get
money.
thrown in
like
jail.
Fucking pedophilia.
It deletes your fucking save. It's like, game over, you're just in jail.
They just change your name.
But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off on what you've been playing, but I completely forgot about that.
25 minutes later, Lewis is done with what he's been playing.
Okay.
Sims are cool.
Your turn now.
I dig it.
I turned out. Well, I played a lot of League of Legends again.
He's back on the crack rock.
Nice.
I just have friends who message me.
You don't think it's nice? Don't lie to him.
I mean, if I just spent
Don't
10
feed into his
10 hours in Sims, I can let him play his
Zach,
League of Legends.
You want to know exactly what happens?
Without judgment.
When I go online, they're
I don't know.
online.
I'm online. I'm just appearing offline.
Exactly.
You just gotta find me.
No. I'm not gonna. I don't feel like messaging you to see if you're actually online.
And also,
Well,
I'm playing single player stuff. So
honestly, really doesn't
nothing
matter,
to play
because the last time I
anyways.
saw you online and I was online, and you never invited me to play with you. So
when was that?
You and Tyler were playing in a game together, and you guys never sent me out any invitations. So
2 weeks ago when we were playing Call of Duty, even though I just played Battlefront last Monday night with you.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about.
That was the last time I was on my Xbox.
That's not what we're talking about.
Do you guys
want
to kiss each other?
No, I want him to just acknowledge that he should send some friend invites out every now and then.
No idea.
You guys have so much
online.
time to play video games tonight together. You should really do it.
I'm playing League of Legends.
I'm probably gonna be playing some Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, there's the problem.
Well, he's playing League of Legends. Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Get out of here.
I think that's the only problem.
Well, no, I got to be a little bit nicer to you because I did spend 10 hours in Sims World.
And he's playing a single player game.
You can just get in a party chat with me and I'll tell you what's happening.
I can't say anything because I played Horizon and then talked to Greg while he was playing Diablo. So
see, in a single player game like that, I hate talking to people. I was actually appearing offline when I was playing The Sims because I didn't want to hear people talking to me or laughing at me for playing The Sims.
What? We wouldn't have laughed at
you. Is The Sims something to be embarrassed about playing?
Yeah, Lewis.
Maybe a little. I don't know.
Guilty pleasure game.
Yeah, it definitely. If I could put another guilty pleasure game out there, it might be Sims. Just because I can do a better life in theirs than in mine. Maybe.
Sounds like you're on par.
That's sad.
Well, I mean, I was Boba. I had a lot of pressure on my shoulders. Whoever is going to be Boba Fett. Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly.
Boba Fett, not you.
Shh.
Haha. We played Battlefront the other night, Monday night when we did our co-stream. That was really cool.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, co-streams are fun. Remember when we do it?
One or two people.
Do you remember his name?
Do I remember whose name?
I don't know why I was whispering when I have a mic in front of my face.
Because you were trying to actually have it on the podcast.
Did somebody play Battlefront with us?
No, someone was watching with us for a while, and he had a
gas something or other.
Toxic gas mask.
Yeah,
and he followed. 2 people followed, but we don't exactly know who they followed because we don't know whose stream they're actually watching.
So I just called them both out, anyways.
Yeah,
and then I think they scared him away and left.
But I finally figured out how to re-game share on the PS4, and I played a solid amount of Diablo 3. We created seasonal characters and played through the first couple of acts, and that's pretty much it. Luckily, Greg knows everything there is to know about Diablo 3, so we just ran through stuff pretty quickly, and it was a lot of fun because I just play a tank who can't die.
So you just like sit in the middle.
I sit in the middle,
everyone
people
yelling.
I taunt them.
Bullet sponge.
I put on my iron skin so they can't do any damage to me. I put on my attack speed because I have attack on hit, so they get me to like half health, and then I attack somebody and I'm back to full health.
Sounds really easy.
It's not too bad. It's a lot of fun just running around.
Just crank up the difficulty on that.
I have
Little
to. My
baby.
character has to be a specific Paragon level, and I can't get anything to level up my Paragon yet.
Oh, them Paragons.
I tried playing Diablo way back when. Not way back when. I don't know. A couple years ago, probably. And I couldn't do it.
No,
I don't know why. I was also playing by myself though. So
I was gonna say I think that's what I'm running into a lot is
Playing by yourself.
I'm having a lot more fun playing with friends, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Unless it's Rocket League with Tyler.
where I'm like,
Or it's a single player game.
what
like,
single player game can I play? Well, that's the thing. He doesn't want to play them
Single
because
player.
he can't play with people.
Even single player games, like I said, I was like in comms with Greg on the PS4.
Oh, it's definitely more enjoyable
playing
to be
a
able
single
to
player
talk to
game
people.
while he's sitting there complaining about something he got dropped in Diablo, and I'm sitting here playing through a first single player campaign.
But a single player campaign that's heavily story based, I cannot talk to people. It drives me bonkers if I have people in my ear and I'm trying to listen to what they're saying. I can't do that. If I'm going to play a single player game, unless we're playing the exact single player game at the exact same spot.
What?
You know,
do you do that often?
No, I don't. No, I can multitask.
No,
Are you sure?
I can chew gum and jack off at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all right. Well, no, because there's a point where Jess called me. I was on comms with Greg, and I was playing through Horizon.
Yeah, that would bother me.
So I was like talking to
Horizon.
Jess. I would mute Jess to talk to Greg, all while listening to the story that was going on.
No,
through Horizon.
I can't do that.
No way.
I can multitask with most things, but when it comes to listening,
Jerking off and making eggs.
I can do that.
Jerk off and take a shower.
Can do that. Jerk off and walk.
Jerk off and drive.
Yeah, I can do that. I jerk off and take my dog for a walk. I can do that. I mean, it doesn't just have to be jerking off.
Aggressively and happily he says jerk off.
And he does that hand motion really
every
hard.
single time.
I mean, I don't have... It can do other multitask with other things. Yeah.
Also to know, all your motions have been left-handed, Lewis.
Yeah, I've been practicing.
Oh, my God.
Disclaimer, that's not true. I'm sorry.
I don't believe you. Well, that's pretty much all I've been playing. Zach, other than not playing on your Switch, you get into anything? Much of anything?
Just a lot of jerking off.
It was a hard weekend because it was Thanksgiving, so you're busy Thursday.
It was a hard weekend, huh?
Will you stop making jack off jokes?
I just played a shitload of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Very nice.
I think that's literally... I played Call of Duty for a couple hours one night. Played Battlefront after our last podcast, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys haven't been on much. I've been seeing you guys.
Since been you've been up in my office.
Offline, I don't know if you're on or off or not.
Well, and your PS4 used to be up here, but...
Right, I moved the PlayStation downstairs.
Oh, you've been playing... that must look nice on that big TV.
Yeah, it looks good down there. Not that I couldn't have played up here on the other big TV.
I think it would look nice on that TV, too.
I think so, too. Yeah. But I wanted to be on the couch. Just because I knew I wasn't going to have to talk to anyone, and I wasn't going to have to focus. So I didn't have to be at a desk or anything.
That's kind of what I'm doing. I moved my pillows up closer so I could lean back and play my game.
So you just need a big old lazy boy in here.
I asked for a recliner for Christmas, so hopefully that shows up.
That would be a solid gift.
If you ask for it in here as soon as they get it so that you can have an early Christmas present.
Cyber Monday, it's 15% off everything. We might as well order that and have it sent here.
You do that, where are we going to do this?
We'll still do this in here. We'll just have to rearrange.
I guess Ben will just have to sit on that.
I'll move stuff out of here.
No, just move. What you should do is just build yourself a circle desk around your lazy boy.
And I'll just be in the lazy boy, and you guys can sit
exactly.
That is perfect.
That sounds like a really good idea. And then I don't have to bring my chair.
I really wish I had a circle desk. You remember in not Arrested Development, not The Office, but the other one, Parks and Rec, where Ron Swanson got the circle desk.
Yeah,
I would love one of those. You know how cool it would be? I would have both my gaming systems on at once, or make a bunch of TV. Oh, anyways, sorry.
So, quick funny story.
Yeah.
Everyone at work thought that I was the fat kid who gamed in the chair where my keyboard's on one arm and my mouse on the other arm, and I lean back with my monitors on a chair so I can see them no matter how I'm leaning.
I wish I had one of those.
From fucking Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, dude. JP?
Yeah, JP.
There's a few. Or isn't there a Fractured Butthole? What's that?
Oh, South Park.
South Park.
I know who you're talking about.
Isn't the World of Warcraft one the guy's in a chair with all of his stuff set up, and he doesn't eat? He eats
Cartman. Doesn't his mom put a toilet under him?
That's when they're training to become as good as he is.
Yeah, I thought the actual guy had a desk built into his chair, so no matter how he was sitting, he could just see everything.
I know what you're talking about. I would love one of those.
That's how everyone thought I gamed.
I would say I'd roll with that.
I could see that for you.
Not at a desk.
Built-in toilet, so it's just...
Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't do anything. It'd be great.
But I've just Horizon Zero Dawn. That is it.
It's been a surprisingly large week of playing on my PlayStation.
Yeah.
For not ever playing my PlayStation.
I'd say this is the most I've played on my PlayStation since forever.
I think this is the least most I've... no. Never mind.
All right, good talk.
Wow, good job, Lewis.
We played Warframe way back when. We played that on PlayStation a bunch.
Yeah. I think I played one other thing on PlayStation 2. I don't remember what it was. I didn't play any Destiny on it. I have a little bit of COD on it, but other than that, this is probably the most in one sitting I've actually played on my PlayStation.
That Guardian game.
The Last
Guardian or something. That was the same people that did ICO. Yeah, with Bird Dog. I played that a lot. That's about it, yeah. I mean, I definitely had more PlayStation time when I had PlayStation 2, but that was way back when.
Yeah. But so as you guys can probably see in the title, and what we've all been playing a shit ton of, this week we chose Horizon Zero Dawn.
Shit tons.
It's a loose fitting.
Listen, 5 hours into a solo player game.
I guess that is a lot for you.
Is a lot for me. Other than being forced to play campaigns.
You should play them more. That's why they do games sometimes. Back in the day. I don't know. Oh. I'll talk about this later.
Oh God, jeepers!
You're
You
good
got a lot
at
of stories
You're
and
good
stuff
at that
tonight.
this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, Zach, you beat it.
Nope.
Almost
I'm not
beat
close
it.
to beating it. I don't think.
Zach, you
How
played
many
it.
hours do you have?
I don't. Probably 15 or 16.
That's
It's
not
a
bad.
3.5 hour game.
I don't know where you're getting that.
3.5 hour
like,
game.
14
Any
and a half.
reviews that I've seen has been like the campaign will take you right around 30 hours, and then if you want to do everything else, it's more than that.
I could see that.
So I don't know about-
Because friend of the show, Greg, said he beat it in 16 hours.
Well, he's a machine. dude.
Now, are they talking about completion beat or just
No, it just sounded like
with the DLC that's coming out? Like
No.
beating that too?
Literally just main story. I read somewhere that says it's literally...
well, it's also weird because if you're just trying to do the main story, unless you have it on like
Easy.
story mode, like the easiest mode, there's no way you're getting through it that fast because you're not going to level up fast enough if you're not doing some of the side stuff.
Maybe he's just that good.
He's just that good at
Okay,
video games.
maybe I looked at something different.
You didn't look at it. You said he told you.
Well, but I also looked at one which said 14 and a half, I thought. But now, howlongtobeat.com
Tells you
says
to fuck off.
21 and a half hours.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that seems fair. I'm getting to the point where I'm learning what Zero Dawn actually is, which I won't spoil anything because you guys aren't far enough.
I bet I can guess what it is.
I wouldn't, just because you don't want to spoil it for it. I'd go for it.
Now that you're okay, it's what Zero Dawn is the first day of the dawn
No.
of the steam animals. Yeah,
No.
you can say no. I know that's what it is.
Okay.
It's what it is.
No, see, because you're doing it like day zero, like the beginning of an apocalypse or something. But
It has to do with something. Okay, it has to do with something of the creation of these creatures. I
it's
know
fucking
that,
obviously.
and I know the thing that she has on her ear. And that dude is one of the creators of this shits, the steam animals.
What dudes?
He's
They're
like,
not
oh,
steam animals.
steel
Where are you
animals.
getting-
Sorry, steel animals. They're steel animals. That's what they say. Earth,
do
water, something else, and steel in the beginning of the movie.
We are Captain Planet.
Yeah, but steel.
Earth, wind, fire, and air.
But remember that little thing she puts on her ear?
Her focus.
It's called the
Her
focus.
whatever.
Yep.
Her
Focus.
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 When
Focus.
she puts it on, it's some black dude's being like, "Oh, hey Johnny, happy birthday! Sorry, I can't be there." That dude is like the creator of all the animals or something. He has something big to do with it too.
No,
I don't
dude.
think those people have anything to do.
yeah.
It's just a memory.
You just looked at one
That's
memory. There
implanted.
was so many other memories. Like, did you look at all the other people's? And it's
Yeah,
like,
the dead bodies around and everything.
yeah, like other video memories like that one you watched.
No, because I wasn't sure on how to work the game at first. I didn't know you actually had to hold the little cursor over it, and I didn't realize it goes and loads up because I was on it hitting X squared and nothing was happening. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Maybe I'm
And then-
retarded.
After I got out of there, and I realized, oh, you have to hold it onto it. Because when I was picking up the herbs and everything, it was just hit triangle. So I thought I could just go over the memories and hit triangle, and it wasn't working. But I realized on those type of things, you have
User
to hold
error.
it. Yeah. Oh, definitely.
More user error.
Oh, well, yeah. If anyone needs user error help, come talk with me.
He
Don't
can make,
talk with you.
He can make all the user errors happen.
Yep, I know exactly where to happen.
I think the game's awesome though.
Yeah.
The setting, I think, it's something that hasn't been, I want to say hasn't been done. It's post apocalypse, and the giant robot dinosaurs.
You haven't seen Dark Tower yet, have you?
I haven't seen Dark Tower now.
But
you get vibes of that?
So I mentioned it in a podcast the other day where the kid's like, "Oh, look, it's a amusement park," and the guy goes, "Yeah, those are from hundreds of years ago." But he's using a pistol to shoot things, and they're fighting with swords and stuff. So it's almost like
right.
our time has come, our time has gone, and then they reverted back to 1940.
Yes, exactly.
And
so it's a lot of like bow hunting, tribes, like tribal
spears,
It was like
pains.
the
pain.
TV show Evolution or remember?
Revolution.
Revolution. Thank you.
Yep.
Where
So-
all the power went out, and then they were using swords and stuff like that.
Kind of
Kind
similar.
in that sense, where they kind of went back to old school stuff.
You start losing ways to manufacture bullets for weapons, and
And they become
eventually this is where you end up, I guess. Because I mean, there are like automatic firing like bow and arrows that I feel like you run into.
There's also a
eventually.
heavy weapon that I saw you can get.
That's what, so it's like a giant heavy weapon that fires like fire arrows. Super quick.
Okay,
at least that's what they look like. I don't actually know what it is
because I saw. I'm trying to. This is the first game that I've tried to.
That was right after the part Lewis hasn't played yet, right?
Yeah,
I pick it up from that one guy.
I probably haven't gotten that big automatic.
Yeah,
gun yet.
you can pick.
That's
the first one you can pick up.
I didn't notice what it was firing, but I noticed that it was terribly inaccurate.
Because I killed my first saber.
It's like a giant Gatling gun.
Sawtooth, yeah.
That weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like right after the proving, that's when you could pick that up, I think.
Yeah, I haven't.
Do you have to have that one ability unlocked, though?
To use it, I think
no, that just makes you faster while carrying it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise you chug along pretty slow.
But I'm trying to change my play style up that I usually do.
You're typical...
Yeah, typically I usually go more stealthy roll. So this one I'm trying to go more like attack and like focus more on bow and slowing down time and like defense. I got more defense. I don't know. I'm just trying to not to go towards the stealthy part of it.
I mean, in all honesty, I use a little bit of both.
Yeah, no, same.
My play
I think it's the best. It's usually good. Like for me, it'll start stealth and it'll end loud.
Yeah,
almost every time.
Yeah,
this game makes it kind of tough with the stealth. Not like if you take somebody down, usually somebody else is gonna see you or something. I feel like there wasn't a lot of times where I could grab somebody where nobody else was around.
Well, you're talking about killing people. I haven't came across that yet.
People or
the animals.
Yeah,
well,
robots.
I've been a little bit better with the robots. I'll kill one and then I'll throw a rock to get them distracted over there, and then they'll distract them enough to forget about that stuff. I've been utilizing rocks and whistling too. In the game,
just like hide in the bush and then just whistle.
Yeah.
I haven't whistled
like
once.
Which that mechanic feels kind of broken, just because you can just like whistle them over, kill them in the bush quick, whistle the next one over, kill them in the bush quick. It's like only if you get a couple of them that will come, maybe.
Yeah.
You might run into an issue. The human, have you not run into a lot of humans?
No, I haven't done the trial, whatever, the proven.
Oh, you're still early in this. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, eventually.
I mean, I've been exploring a lot of that.
Well, I assumed because of the like takedown stuff. If you look through the skill tree, there's like
it shows you
from below,
people.
and stuff like that.
The human AI is real dumb in this game, like worse than the animals at times, which is kind of weird because you think they'd be running on like the same type of system.
I mean, but technically then it would make sense as well. Because if you have a machine looking for you versus a person looking for you, you have Lewis problems.
Some of the machines can like.
I'm good at hide and seek.
Too. Yes, you are.
One thing, a lot of the humans they'll see you, and then like if you like run away and you're out of their vision for like 3 seconds, they're like, "Oh, all right," and they just like go back.
Robots remember about you longer.
It seems like it sometimes.
The other thing I didn't like, so when you put the focus on and you can like track their patterns, I wish you could do that for multiple animals. So say you have like 3 watchers with a herd of striders.
See where each one of them's going.
So if there's a time when they're all looking one way or another, and you can put like arrow into like a strider's back or something and kill him quick, then that would be better for me. I don't know if it's too much for some people to handle. Like, oh, there's 3 paths. What are they doing? Oh my god!
I think it would be easy to monitor 3 paths. I think they did the one single path monitoring just so you're more that the watchers are a little bit more challenging.
Seekers are something different.
I was say, have you run into a seeker thing yet? That's weird because
I didn't even know there were seekers.
A seeker is
another
thing in the game. So it's funny that you said that.
But I feel like if you could watch more than one path at a time, it might make the game a little too easy because if you're watching one path and you're not supposed to be spotted by a watcher, you watch one. As soon as he's out of your way, you run into another bush, and then you forget about him because he's not going to be, or he's behind you, and then you got to track the other one. That's why I think they made it that way. But
yeah, and it's not terribly hard to switch between them.
Oh no, it's a quick switch too. You know?
I wish you moved a little quicker when you were in focus mode, though.
Yeah, you're slow.
Extremely slow.
Even
if it's like a quick, like if you're bent over, it's like a little quick waddle over to the next bush. Because I did the first part where you're like 7 years old.
You can still
and you have your focus, and you have to sneak through all the things to save
some random dude.
Thad,
whatever. Yeah,
whatever that guy's name is.
At the very
beginning.
Yep. I think that's close.
One, I got into the bush and I see all these things and I have like no defense or anything. My heart's sitting here racing. Like, are you kidding me? I had to try and creep through this. Is like the first thing I do in this game other than walk through a creepy cave. Mm-hmm. And so like I died like 2 or 3 times before I got the hang of how to use the tracking and where they see and they stop at the end points of each track and stuff like that.
You can keep, if you get, you probably already know this, but you can track them without your focus being on, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you can still run, but your focus isn't on, but you're still seeing the pattern.
But you also, they can hear you making noise.
Yeah. So unless you get the trait that makes your walk slower. Quieter.
There's armor that improves your stealth. Like if you get like the legendary, I think legendary is the highest one. It's purple. Mm-hmm. If you get the purple armor and then you put 3 like stealth mods into it, you're so quiet.
Okay.
That first part you're talking about though, when you had to go save that kid and you had to.
I was gonna look at that mod I had on my bow.
Oh, to see what it was.
Yeah.
And you sneak over there. I brought him all the way back to where I initially came down because I thought that's what I had to do is like bring him back to Rost.
Yeah.
But no, you just had to go like
one bush over.
One bush over. So I fucking walked him all the way over here, got all the way over there. I was like, where do I go? And then I was like, oh, it's where I just came from and had to go all the way back.
You should have just killed yourself and then it would have loaded you right. It would have loaded you right next to him.
That's a good call. I should have done that.
But once you got him, it was like literally one straight path. And when I was walking, the watchers were already facing the other way, so I literally just walked, and he was like, "How are you doing this? How is this happening?" And they weren't even near me, and I'm like, "I'm just walking."
What do you mean?
Yeah,
just,
right?
Just walk right behind me.
Exactly.
We're gonna be fine.
But he was like, "How is this happening?" I'm like, "It's not that special. Me getting here was the special part."
So yeah, I think some of the best parts of it. It's a super good looking game for being. I don't want to say older. It's just older.
It came out this
old. No, it came out this year.
Well, it's
like February or March.
It's not even a year old?
No.
I thought it was a year old already.
No. Nope. This can be one of your Game of the Year contenders.
Oh, yeah, true. That's
right. It is a contender at this point.
For me,
you've already named it.
I'm enjoying what I'm playing.
I'm loving it.
It looks...
Which is surprising for me. And even like I was talking to Greg, like I said, and I'm like, why do I love this game so much? And he goes, you really like it? I was like, I don't know why I like this, but I'm not even like doing the main mission. I'm just hunting.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
I did do a lot of like hunting rabbits and boars and shit.
No. Like I'm running until I see a strider site, and then I'm figuring out the different ways where I can take down striders faster. How to like the way to fight watchers like bows versus like hitting them once with a bow, letting them run at me, and how to dodge them and kill them quicker.
I kill them in one hit. One hit right to the face, and they're dead.
Yes, watchers.
Yeah. Also, I feel like that hitbox is a little
big.
Funky.
Oh, well, I think it also depends on your like accuracy and your steady and stuff. So even if you are dead on, it still might have a chance of just missing.
Or like, so I don't know if you've done this. He didn't really do this too much, but do you slide underneath animals a lot?
No, but I did get the perk. If I slide, it does slow down time.
So I have the one where you jump or you slide, it slows down time as well. Same here. But I slide all the time.
You slide so far.
It's so fucking stupid looking.
No, yeah, it really is.
If you go down a hill, you slide farther.
I don't doubt it.
Dude, you slide a good...
I slid... You know how you have to get that grandma lady her beads?
Oh, yeah.
I slid down that whole hill. Like, on the path, I was just going like this and sliding.
It's like you were sledding.
And you start, and she goes, this seems very dangerous. And I'm just like, fuck no, it's going to happen. Let's go do this.
Yeah. A lot of her quips are really good, depending on what she's doing. But yeah, that slide, if you're just running on like flat ground and then you, like if you're sprinting and then you slide, she goes like 20 fucking feet.
It's ridiculous.
I'm like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, it's a big slide.
It makes sense for combat and the gameplay because...
Yep. Or like her dive isn't like a dive. It's not a roll. She like dives in front of her like she's going into water, then all of a sudden just rolls out of it.
Oh, yeah. And the amount of times that I try to hit B to crouch and I just go dive roll.
So you know that time where you crawl, you climb up and you're walking on those tight ropes?
Yeah.
So many times I accidentally hit roll off. And I was down there with all those animals. Yes. I'm like, fuck.
I didn't even go up that much. I just got into some deep cover, some tall grass.
Tall weeds.
And I would snipe the first watcher. Like I would figure out his path, go to where his eye was going to be facing when it was up, snipe the first watcher, and then deal with the other watchers and then run and catch the herd. I did a lot of running and shooting.
Yeah, there's a lot of running. Is there a fast travel?
There is.
So you can, and it's available to you now, but you need to craft. So the fast travel is limited by what you craft. You craft like a tent pack thing or whatever, and then
you set
every time you have one, you can fast travel. You have to spend one of the things you crafted to fast travel. But that's what I was gonna say when you were talking about like, fuck no, I didn't kill any boars or rabbits. Like the skins and bones from the animals that aren't robots are so like vital to all the crafting later on that you need to start
hunting
at some point. Hunting for you need like certain types of bones, certain types of everything.
Once in a while, I'll shoot them. But
yeah, so I just kind of like if it's there, I'll shoot at it. Or if you like see ducks, like most of the stuff that comes out of ducks when they're trying to fly away is super like rare too.
So you went hunting in this game, but yet in Assassin's Creed, you didn't do any hunting.
I fucking hate hunting. I don't enjoy doing it here, but it's like if I'm going to expand my inventory, like if I want more arrows or something, it's like
a bigger quill. What, is that a
quiver?
Quiver, yeah, quiver.
A bigger quiver if you want like a bigger ammo pouch. I mean, that's like you need it.
In Assassin's Creed, you need to upgrade your armor and stuff like that.
I didn't, at least. In this game, I feel like... Well, that was to upgrade your armor and stuff.
And your knife,
your
you can
combat's fine. I never looked into it. Also, in Horizon Zero Dawn, there's like 3, maybe 4 different types of animals. Like I needed to kill a specific fucking like flamingo or something that was in a different nation.
Oh,
in
it
Assassin's
was like
Creed.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So that was kind of obnoxious. Like I see a boar, a fox, and a rabbit everywhere I go, and those are like the 3 main things that you need.
Okay.
And it'll be like you need rich meat for some stuff. Rich meat can come out of like all the animals if you're lucky. So it's
depends on how you. Well,
I think this
can you get butchering skills? Do you get better at butchering?
I don't think so. Some of
like
the
I didn't see that in the skill tree.
I would say is the gathering.
I think there's something where you can get better stuff. Like there's one that's...
You talking about the ones with all the question marks? Because I started that tree because I want to know what's on those question marks.
When you click the first one, did it open up the rest of them for you?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay. I'm assuming it's story related.
That's what I thought, but you made it sound like you have that whole thing where you can see it. Do you have question marks on your skill tree?
No, there's definitely like a whole section I can't see in that farthest most.
In the third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about then.
Yeah,
for some reason I thought that you could see it, and I was like, "What the fuck did I do wrong?"
No, but I wanted to see what's there, so that's why I picked that one first.
Because the top one's the whistle.
Yeah,
and that. Yeah, all right.
Because I was wondering what that was, but no luck. Maybe it's traps. You can put down traps. I mean, but you get a trap gun. You can
put down traps.
Yeah.
Oh,
the trap gun.
That trap gun is so fun. I love it.
We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. Actually, do you want to bring up that question now because we're into that?
Yeah, sure.
And a little bit of Zero Dawn.
If you give me a second.
I got it.
Friend of the show, Greg, writes in, what was your favorite weapon type / combo usage?
And that was I thought it was in general, but I guess that's for that single game.
Yes, he was asking about he's beat Horizon.
Okay.
So
I didn't know if it was for just like in games in general.
No.
That sounded awful.
He specified because he said that the Tripcaster is his favorite weapon to use, along with Zach.
The Tripcaster was pretty fun, but I did see a preview for a gun that I think it's like the Tripcaster, but you like shoot it into the animal and then you shoot it. You tie him down with it.
I think it's the rope caster, maybe.
I think that will be a really fun gun.
So like bigger animals, you need more like tethers, and you just tether them to the ground so they can't go anywhere.
Yeah,
it's pretty sweet.
But I'm like I said, I only have 3 weapons: it's fire arrows, regular arrows, and the Tripcaster. Tripcaster is pretty fun.
Tripcaster, and I love fire arrows. The bow I have now, the like tearing arrows do a lot more damage right now for me, so I'm using those a lot more. But if you hit like some of the NPCs will have like tanks on their back, and if you hit them with fire, they explode, kind of like a flamethrower's like backpack.
Yeah,
or like Striders, if you hit
a big explosion happens.
Their sack thing there with the fire arrow, it'll explode.
Yep. So or same kind of thing.
Did you guys get to hit the underside of the sawtooth?
I did. I actually beat him in a glitch, which was kind of funny.
I don't think so. I might have. I don't know.
It was underneath him, so you probably didn't end up hitting it.
No, if I had to slide under anything.
No,
I didn't do any sliding.
I hit him because I figured out a way that I was on this area where there was 2 different levels, and you could walk up on one side, but the path was narrow enough where the sawtooth couldn't follow you, so he would either have to run all the way around to get you or like try to jump up. So I was like underneath the ledge, and I looked up and I shot him, and I did see a big explosion. That's one thing that
sucks. You didn't meet... Did you meet Olin?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a part in the story, just for context, there's a part where you have to reach Olin, I guess is how I can say it without spoiling anything.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're headed there or whatever, your final boss fight is against this big like scorpion one, and I just got into like a weird glitchy spot on a cliff where it wouldn't attack me and it wouldn't move, and I just kept pelting it with arrows, and I was like, man, this feels horrible. This is probably supposed to be like
a difficult
big hard boss fight.
Yeah,
but it's like, I'm not gonna not do this because
if you find something like that, I exploit the shit out of it.
He doesn't want to attack me. All right, I'm gonna stay up here. I'm gonna keep pelting you with arrows. See you later.
Well, that was like the first time you run into scavengers. It's like up on that little ridge past
which one of the scavengers?
The third machine you run into.
Where they put their heads down and
and it sounds like they're drilling into the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
Which shoots at something shot me.
That's a Watcher.
No, Watcher. It was a different. It didn't. It was. It wasn't a Strider and it wasn't a Watcher.
It was a Watcher. Watchers shoot something out of their eye.
No,
did it make it all fuzzy?
No. I've been shot by a Watcher before. It was something else, and it wasn't a Strider and it wasn't a Watcher. But I didn't get any.
You didn't get any farther than the proving, and
but I did a lot of wandering around.
You don't see anything. I wandered around most of the wide angles of the map, and those are the only 4 you see early, as far as I know.
Okay.
I read that there was 25 different metal beast creatures, and I've seen maybe like 10, 11. So I feel like there's a lot to see still.
Yeah.
And some of the shit I've run into, they've been pretty tough. Which leads me into Greg's other question, which was, what was the hardest machine you faced that wasn't a mission-only boss? So the mission-only bosses that he's talking about, I've fought a couple of those so far. They're assholes.
Would the Sawtooth be a mission-only boss, I guess?
No, those are... You can find those wherever.
Okay, that's my hardest animal.
So, right, early on, Sawtooths suck pretty bad. But there's like the giant T-Rex one. It's really hard. And then there's also the alligators. There's like giant alligator ones that also
sounds like a bitch.
Super tough that I wasn't a fan of. Yeah.
If you guys would like to know, in the forager tree, that first set is... No, you have no interest?
I was going to say, I think he's going to say anyways.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's all luring and overriding and stuff.
Man, Bear's here.
Dog just broke through the door.
Oh, hey, bud.
He just wants to
so the first one is lure call, and then combat override makes the combat or the machine overridden for 50% longer. And then the next one is makes the overridden machine indefinite.
Spoilers.
So you can have it forever.
Those were question marks for a reason, you dick.
Yeah, I stopped listening to him when
I wish I did, and then I heard that last one. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
And then you can call them. If you're not mounted to something, you can, like, the last one is you can call, and they'll come, and you can ride on them.
That's pretty cool.
That's not the... No.
Yeah, call mount.
I can call them out now.
Calls a new overridden mount if no mount is available.
Oh, okay. So if you have one now, you can call it if it's within like earshot of you. Then this must just generate a mount that can come to you,
kind of like your camel in Assassin's Creed 2,
or your horse in Witcher, or your horse in Zelda.
So how do you override these things?
With Y? Or
you have to
triangle?
Sneak up, you have to sneak up to him.
You sneak up to him and you just like hold your staff to him and it overrides him.
Oh,
really?
Do you need a skill tree to do that?
Yeah, okay. So these are things you guys haven't gone to yet, but there's these things called cauldrons. They kind of remind me of like from Tomb Raider, maybe like a tomb, or in Zelda, maybe some of the temples. It's just like this thing you have to go through, and then for each type of animal, I think, if you go all the way through it, you learn how to override them, I guess. So there's a temple for at least a bunch of the animals, and you can learn how to override them, which when you do that, you can either ride them or they'll like be on your side, so they'll attack for you and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
I have never done that once in this game.
No, I've done it a bunch. My favorite thing is pitting like watchers against each other. So if you're like creeping around, you walk up to your first watcher and you change him, he just like freaks out and goes and starts attacking the other ones. Watching them attack each other, it reminds me of like velociraptors from Jurassic Park, I guess. Like the way they fight and like tumble and everything, it looks just like it. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty cool. The overriding's sweet, and once you actually get to ride some of the animals, it makes travel not such a bitch. Like you're so much faster. Because I remember early on, I was thinking, man, like I hope you get a horse or something, because this like just running takes forever. And then, lo and behold,
you rode on a sawtooth.
No, so you can't ride on a sawtooth. There's only certain animals that you can actually ride.
But you can ride a strider.
I've run into 2 of them so far. Strider.
I'd be surprised if it's not, because it's like a horse bull.
He's trying to think of the second one.
No, yeah, the second one looks like a moose. I want to say.
Oh, is it that really? No, it's probably not that really.
It's not
big.
super tall one. Oh, I did run into my first one of those though.
Oh, those things are cool.
The long necks.
Yeah.
Where you have to like jump to each part of his neck until you get all the way to the top.
Oh, that's gotta be cool.
It's like climbing up a skyscraper, but it's actually a robot moving. It's crazy.
The climbing in this is super fun, though. I don't know if it's super relevant to like Assassin's Creed or anything.
No, it's way worse.
Way worse.
Like,
I mean, it's very specific. It's golden, so that I know what I'm looking for.
So that's what it is. It's very specific climbing. So like, you can only climb certain sections that have like notches for you. And coming off of a game like Assassin's Creed, where it's like literally anything you see, you hold a button and your guy will find a way to climb up it. With this, it was like, all right, well, I can't climb up this, and I'd just be like sitting there trying to jump to like get up stuff that I clearly wasn't supposed to be doing it that way. But
was it a grazer, Zach? A charger?
Maybe. I'm not gonna remember what it's called.
Broadhead?
Maybe it's a broadhead, actually.
Terraformer machines. I'm naming it off.
I don't know.
Maybe Snap Maw, I think, is the alligator, or was it a lance horn?
Snap Moss. They're
Those
bitches. I also ran into birds. There's like giant flying ones.
Glinthawks.
They're
annoying.
so far. I guess that was a good one. They're not like super tough. They're just really annoying because you can't like, once they find you, you can't hide from them because they just follow you around.
These things are really tall neck.
Awful.
Really, they can't come up with a better name for that giant
The tall necks are the giant ones, right? Oh,
tall neck.
That's a perfect name. It's like Little Neck from the Land Before Time.
Stormbird, you hit one of those?
No. I think I only ran into one type of bird,
Littlefoot.
I think. Littlefoot? What do I call it? Little
long
neck?
Little neck, yeah.
Little neck?
Littlefoot. Good call.
Littlefoot.
There's a ton of these in here that I guess I didn't think that it would be this in depth for like a machine standpoint. I figured there'd be like the 4 we see.
I said
plus
there was
like
25.
I understand. Like I'm saying prior to
Gotcha.
you saying that. I didn't know how many different types there were, and they like have different classes too, like built into the game. So like the ones you're talking about, like the broadhead, the charger, the grazer, I said were all terraforming machines. So they drill or they push stone or something like that. Purifiers.
Those are fire guys, I bet. The giant
They
fucking...
probably just kill things.
A strider is a purifier. Primarily designed to assist sub-functions Poseidon and Aether. This is way deeper than I...
Yeah,
No.
we probably shouldn't just read that whole Wikipedia page.
It's just gonna ruin the whole game.
Doesn't
for you.
make for good content. What'd you think about Alloy as a protagonist?
I thought it was a pretty funny joke. Get it? Because it's like...
Yes, like metal.
Metal?
Yes. It's great.
I don't know. I thought she was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty cool so far. I mean, like I said, I don't know too much about her, but she's a
That's
very
true. I guess you can see more.
strong-willed woman that's willing to do whatever it takes to get whatever needed done.
Yeah, like she
I
seems
also-
like she has a super like kind heart too.
Yeah. Also, like, I mean, I've only came across one of these where you have 3 different choices. You can be mean, witty, or heartful.
Oh, I do a bunch of those.
I've only came across one. That was the first one when you get a rock thrown at you. You can either throw it back at his face, at his hand, or drop the rock. Bastard, because that's what he is.
I
think it's
got
Bast.
him.
But I threw my rock at his hand.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
The intellect one.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Well, you probably
We all did intellect.
Really? You threw it at his hand too?
It seemed more badass than just throwing it at his face.
Yeah, because it shows how good you are at aiming.
Yeah.
Which makes my question
Could
later:
kill
if you
you.
threw it at his face, did he get the same thing he talked about in the the proving? Remember what he said to you about your face in the proving that I'm not trying to ruin? The scar.
So you're saying you wondering if it changes the outcome of
I wonder how much it actually
you still
does.
got hit in the face first, so you were still going to have your scar anyways.
True, but
But
then
if you were the one that said it, I guess.
would
I don't know.
she have said something different?
It feels weird with like the character that I feel like she is. It feels weird doing like a threatening,
mean thing.
like the death skull or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the little icon is.
It was a big fist.
Or a fist. That's what
closed
it was.
fist.
A fist,
It was
a
closed
brain,
fist.
and a heart.
Yeah.
Like brain and heart. Usually
Makes
brain
sense.
seems good, but also the heart sometimes for your dialogue choices.
Depends on who you talk. But I do like how they kind of added that in. It was a nice little touch.
It gives you a few options.
Mhm.
And I think it's strictly dialogue. I don't think it has anything to do with how you play through the game.
Oh, no.
But it does affect. I believe it affects dialogue later on because once you get into the proving, you talk to that kid,
You talk to him again.
and
that wouldn't.
mention of that comes in. So I wonder if the dialogue's different if you threw it at his head.
Now I kind of want to just start all over. Choose a different one
something
just to
else.
see.
Yeah, I would say it definitely gives you different dialogue, but as far as like the story arc, it's probably not going to change anything
Too much, yeah.
significant.
Well, I'll ask you guys what you chose on the next one, and I'll choose something else.
intellect almost every single time.
You as well, Zach?
Hearts or intellect. If you
Alright.
want to be different, I would choose the
Fist.
angry
I
fist.
might try the fist. Depends on what happens. I'm just curious on if it does actually change anything. It'd be kind of fascinating to find out.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, like I said, I did a lot of sliding. I thought the movement abilities were pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
When I finally got a couple different bows, I think changing that was a little different because you switched to the arrow that corresponded with said bow.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying oh, I want my long distance bow or my bow that does a lot of tear damage. You kind of just did oh, I think this arrow goes with this bow, and you kind of remember where you put your bow on the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was different. Other than that, it was. I think I would have been better at aiming if I wasn't on my big screen. Okay. Sometimes I felt like I hit something that I didn't, like a watcher eye or like a strider back or something. So, but I liked it. I still am going to play a bunch of it, which is rare for me for a single player game.
Yeah, no, I could see why it's been nominated.
It hasn't been chosen yet, but
it's been chosen to be nominated.
Yeah.
No, I
definitely see that, and it's got a great story.
Mm-hmm.
The story's awesome.
I'm not even probably not even a quarter way through it.
And I like the opening cutscene too. It was really beautiful.
The whole thing.
Yeah,
and it's an awesome world they created for sure. The story, I feel like it also it unravels itself at the perfect pace, so it's not too slow that you're all right, come on, let's do something. But it's every time you hit a new piece of story that uncovers a little bit of the past, it's been really good so far.
Yeah,
and I'm glad it's not shorter than it is, which usually I'm excited if games are 6 hours long.
You're done.
Got through it.
As long as it doesn't seem to drag. That's the thing I hate is when you're playing a game and it's okay, I've been liking this game, but why isn't it over yet?
So that's what I'll say. The pacing is good in this game.
In South Park, I enjoyed the game.
But by the end of it, you're why won't you end?
I was tired of watching my mom be fucked by my dad in that show.
I didn't get to that part.
Yeah, your mom fucks your dad, and that's why you have superpowers.
What a good game.
Well, hold on. So, yeah. Do you think it's gonna win? At this point,
I mean, just by me just playing that game, yes.
Think it's got a shot.
Oh yeah. But I
want to keep playing through it before I come to. It's definitely a contender for me personally, but I want to see. I want to see how the story wraps up. I guess I want to continue to see what, because it's gonna suck if it was that good of a game and the ending sucks or something like that. that could ruin it for me.
I still might have Zelda a little bit ahead.
And that's the
right
other,
now,
like I can see that
game of the year.
being the same like type of game. Like,
well, yeah, I see a lot of similarities with them
for sure.
Like you're killing the animals. You have a bow. I
would say you're both main characters with bow and arrows.
Exactly. You have a mount. You
giant open
kill
worlds.
animals, get their parts. Exactly. The only thing that Horizon doesn't have is an eating feature. Well, it kind of does.
This is super minor, but it kind of bugs me that if I kill like a rabbit or a boar or something, I can't eat it for health.
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
can only
it's strictly
get berries.
Plants or the little like health pouch things. There's potions, I guess. Is what I would call them.
Yeah, I could see that happening. But yeah, there's no like, oh, you need to eat something. You're getting hungry, or
or cook it over those 600 campfires that you constantly save at, but you can't actually cook food at.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of campfires.
Yeah,
sometimes they're in real stupid places.
Yeah.
Later in the game, it'll be like, oh, there's the campfire, and it's just surrounded by like T-Rexes and shit. And you're like, well,
I thought you were going to say there was like a campfire right underneath the waterfalls or something.
No, not
that just won't work.
Not that stupid.
You just can't ever light it because it's just constantly going out.
Save. Nope.
Yeah, overall, I think it's good. I think it's real good.
Yeah, I'm definitely, honestly, I kind of, as soon as we're done here, I think I'm going to go home and play that for an hour, maybe hour or two.
Do it. Maybe 3 or 4.
Depends on how I'm feeling and how hungry I get.
Yeah, it's good for me. It's fun to play it on the big screen, though, because I can, like, relax on the couch, just kind of hang out and play it. There's no, like, bent over in my seat in my office, like, super concentrated at the screen, like, streaming it and trying to, all that stuff. It's just leisure play.
Yeah.
Which is nice. But, so, yeah, we all loved it. Contender for Game of the Year in our eyes. I never played any Zelda, so I can't really compare it to any of those. But if it holds my interest as a first-person game, first single-player game, then it's got to be a contender for something.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. But next, let's get into the free shit for this week.
That was really quiet. Sorry, our cash register's broken, guys.
That was really quiet, and honestly, I'm not sure why that's so quiet. I feel like this happened the other week.
And I think you got to turn the volume up on your phone.
Oh.
Yeah, but the volume's where it's at was for the intro.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh, yeah, that's loud.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Sorry. Yeah, that's really weird. Why is it so quiet?
New app. All right. Well, we haven't changed since last week. So you still have Trackmania Turbo for your Xbox One and Tales from the Borderlands. Those are good until the 30th and then the 15th, respectively. For your 360, Deadfall Adventures, good until the 30th of November. PS Plus games, same as always again. Worms Battlegrounds, Bound, and Until Dawn Rush of Blood for your PS4. R-Type Dimensions and Ragdoll Kung Fu Fists of Plastic for your PS3. And Dungeon Punks, along with Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse for your Vita. But a little bit of happy news. Games with Gold for December have been announced.
More
games. So from December 1st until December 31st, the whole month, you can get Warhammer End Times Vermintide for your Xbox One.
Someone said that this is kind of like Left 4 Dead. Like it's a co-op horde mode with like bad Warhammer things trying to kill you.
Really? And it's a first-person shooter?
I think so, yeah.
I thought this Warhammer End Times was a
like
RTS.
RTS, right?
Yeah.
Is what you'd think.
Exactly.
I think I'm just going to take those people for their words, whoever was talking about it, but maybe we should give that a shot.
Yeah, it's free.
And then starting the 16th and going to January 15th, Back to the Future, the game, 10th Anniversary Edition.
I think I bought this game 2 years ago and it was on sale and never turned it on.
Backlog.
It's in my library.
Sounds about right.
And then for the 360, for the first half of the month, you have Child of Eden, which I saw the cover. It looked
like Indiana Jones. Was it that cover?
No,
or was it not?
The kid was like playing with colors or something. Like he has is like supernatural or something. I don't really know.
Huh.
And then for the last half of the month, Marlo Briggs and the Mask of the Death.
Huh. I had never heard of either of those two.
Quick little side note.
Yes.
There is. It's not free. It is a game. It's on sale right now. It's a triple play game, indie titles. It comes with Mr. Shifty. This boxing fighting game, which it looks awesome. If it comes, I can't remember the name of it, but if it comes to the Switch, it's like Golf Story.
Oh,
but
like a social
with
type
fighting, which is really cool. Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. And then Truck something, that really weird one where you're driving those white trucks. You showed me a preview for it, and you're like driving 18 wheelers.
Cluster Truck.
Cluster Truck. It's Cluster Trucks, Mr. Shifty, and then this other game, and it's like $19. You can buy Mr. Shifty itself for $19.
That's not bad then.
But it looks really fun, and if you like the whole Stardew Valley, like
was that on Xbox?
Yeah, it was on Xbox. It was a triple play, all three of those for like $19. If you like Mr. Shifty, if you always wished you were a Nightcrawler to beat the shit out of people, bam. And then if you want a boxing game where you get to socialize with people and learn custom moves by talking with other ones in retro gaming style, bam, perfect for you.
All right,
awesome.
There's your deal of the week.
And that's your free shit.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we're going to hear a quick word from our sponsor.
This week's episode of Risky Radio is brought to you by 16 Ounce Gaming, a great community where you can hang out with us and a bunch of other assholes. Actually, you can hang out with all of us now.
Yep.
All three of us are there.
Yep.
In some type of capacity.
Yep.
They have a podcast. They have a Discord. Check them both out. They are in the show notes.
Awesome. And now we're going to get into some listener questions we received in the past week.
Yay.
First come, first serve. Friend of the show, Kaboski writes in and asks, if someone from out of town comes to visit you, where would be the first place to take them for food, and what would you recommend?
This one is easy for me. Dinosaur Barbecue is a barbecue joint in Syracuse where we live.
I forgot about that.
And their brisket is probably some of the best brisket I've ever had. Also, I think it's their baked beans and or mac and cheese. The mac and cheese is really good.
Yeah, it is.
Mac salad. It's all so. I'm so hungry. Oh, it sounds so good. Yeah, Dinosaur Barbecue. There's one in like Rochester, and then I think there's one down in New York City at this point, in Brooklyn maybe.
Yeah. Those are the only places.
It's a hell of a barbecue joint.
Their wings and blue cheese are really good as well.
That too. Like for not being able to get like real like southern
food
barbecue, like it's the closest I feel like we can get.
Yeah.
So that's an easy recommendation for me at least.
What would you recommend for them to get though?
He said that brisket.
The brisket.
I thought you just said the brisket. You know what? I thought you were just saying all these things were good. I didn't know you were recommending them to people.
There's a brisket sandwich.
Oh my god!
I forget what it's called, but it's real good.
I typically get like there's this meal where you get like 3 different types of meat.
Tres Años,
something like that. You get like 3 different types of meat, 2 sides, a bunch of stuff. So
you think about the lover special or something?
He just gets the thing that's meant for 2 people and eats it all himself. But
yep, that's what happens.
Yeah, the more you can sample from that place, probably the better because it's all real good.
It is pretty damn.
How about you, Lou?
This is gonna be the most Lewis answer ever. First off, it depends on what time of year it is. Because if it's fair season, I'm gonna take them to the fair, so they can get a little bit of everything.
Fucking poor people.
Yeah, I'm gonna make them poor too. I would definitely tell them, hey, try the Dinosaur Barbecue. Just try a lot of the Euro place. But if it's any other time of the year, I tend to not go out to eat that much unless it's like a fast food chain.
He's gonna take you to Taco Bell.
But no, probably would go to Empire for some beers and drinks, and then the next morning go to either Mother's Cupboard or Al's Diner to get some of the food that's there.
I'm gonna take you down to Taco Bell. We're gonna get one of them Cravens boxes, and we're gonna hit up some Pizza Hut. We're gonna grab one of them
Pizza Huts. That's just you.
That's where Ben's taking you. So if you guys are coming to visit Ben, that's where he's taking you.
So if you guys want to go to Taco Bell and Pizza Hut,
Ben's the man.
I know the men for you.
I would be taking you to a drink at night, and then in the morning
because he's got to get his roofie in somehow.
Yep.
Or Jay Ryan's, you know.
How about you, Ben?
Jay Ryan's would be a good place to take people too.
I'm a big fan of steak, actually. So I'd probably take
most people are, I think.
Delmonico's,
the steakhouse,
where a nice Italian restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Where I recommend. I usually get sirloins because I'm not a big fatty meat guy. I'm a big fatty, but I'm not a big fatty meat guy. So I usually do the sirloins. I do the biggest one possible with some mashed potatoes, some mac and cheese.
Steak and potatoes.
So that's my recommendation.
That's, yeah.
Or Olive Garden. A fantastic.
Oh, God. People
know
what the Olive Garden is.
Yeah.
It's not
you gotta think of something
just
different.
in Syracuse.
That's why I thought of Mother's Cupboard, because that was actually on fast food, the drives, and whatever.
Diners, drives, and
Dinosaur Barbecue was on some.
That was on that, too.
Probably one of those, too.
Yeah.
And Tokyo Soul isn't a nationwide thing, is it?
Ichiban's.
I have no idea.
That one is.
What about
I've been to Tokyo
Modern
Soul.
Malt?
No idea what that is.
It's good. It's a breakfast.
No, I know, but is that like a nationwide, is all over the place, or is it like just in our location?
That's impressive. You can combine those.
I couldn't tell you.
No, okay.
Let's see. Second question tonight.
Established in 2014, so it's definitely just Syracuse.
Oh, nice. Well, that would be a good place. Maybe go there after drinking. Yeah.
Get some
Why
good
does everything that
breakfast
you
food?
do have to do with drinking?
Well, because I feel like
over?
people, when they come over, they usually want to go out and drink.
Because you can't roofie people at a breakfast place.
Hey, you can't roofie people at your own house either.
What's fizzing in my milkshake?
Exactly.
Milkshake in the morning?
Yeah. Breakfast milkshake.
Yeah,
don't know about
breakfast
that.
shake.
Eggs.
Ew.
Just eggs.
Yuck. Let's see. Shine writes in and asks, has there ever been an action you have taken in a game that made you feel bad for doing it?
Yeah, I had plenty of those.
Oh, I probably a lot from Mass Effect.
A couple of them in my head.
Like
no,
sending the wrong person to go die, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Like, who am I gonna kill?
Yeah.
Send you. Sorry.
The last mission in Mass Effect 2, I think it's actually called the Suicide Run or something like that. So if you don't send the perfect people with their skills in the perfect places, they're gonna die.
Yep.
That's not what I picked. But it's still a good one though.
Yeah.
The level No Russians from Call of Duty World War II.
Oh, that was
not fucking World
Modern
War II.
War.
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you big baby.
You slaughtered everybody there?
You big baby? You're walking through an airport with an LMG mowing down innocent civilians.
You don't have to shoot them.
I know you don't have to, but
that's
a big baby thing for you?
It doesn't peg me as a situation where I was like, oh, I wish I didn't have to do that in this video game kind of deal.
I would say that kind of says something about your psyche, and that's kind of fucked up,
horrible
actually.
undercover. Sometimes you got to get down and dirty to get the real people.
I mean, he still feels bad about it. He
say,
still have remorse.
Do you think this guy that's undercover is like, yeah, this is fun? No, he definitely feels bad about that.
I would just shoot people that were already dead.
Call the police or something?
Yeah. Well, then he must really love Grand Theft Auto. Like,
never played it before.
Well, here you go. Grand Theft Auto 5. There's. Did you play through that campaign, Luke?
I don't think I finished it.
Did you get to the part where Trevor had to torture the dude, and you're like pressing square to like, or
I think so.
I keep saying square. I got PlayStation on my mind lately. But you're like ripping his fucking teeth out and like putting
clamps on his nipples.
Yeah. What are they called?
Jump starters. Jumper cables.
Jumper cables hooked up to like his chest, and you're like electrocuting him, and you're pouring gas in his face and all that shit. Like, it was Trevor, like the character doing it. Like, well, he's a fuck up, so it felt right. Maybe it felt fine, like for the story, but like thinking about that stuff's pretty messed up. And then the last one I had was from Spec Ops: The Line, which either of you ever play that?
No.
Nope.
So you're a soldier in Dubai, and there comes a part where there's a bunch of enemy soldiers like at your gate trying to come in, and it's just you and your two guys left, and you shoot like mortar rounds of white phosphorus up into the air, and it comes down, and it kills like all these people, and you go into the place that you just shot all that shit directly after doing it. And it turns out there was a encampment of like 40 civilians that were there, and you just fucking killed them all. And like they're all like on fire, and it's the most graphic, like gross thing. It's supposed to make you feel horrible because, I mean, you just like burned a bunch of people alive.
Yeah.
And so that was rough. I know Castle Wilkill just played that game recently, so I'm sure he knows what I'm talking about at least. But yeah, those are my a few examples I could think of.
I feel like mine were just like from Mass Effect when I had to kill or send someone and would die. I felt bad about. Now that you do mention that one part in the Modern Warfare slaughtering all those people, I don't think I shot anybody. So I didn't feel bad about that.
I feel like that's what I would have done, but I'm pretty sure I killed all those people, and it was like, if I'm not shooting my gun, they're definitely going to know
I
that
thought if you shot someone at the end of the game, because it said you can't kill citizens.
No, see, that was like...
I tried to shoot everybody before
this. Everyone
else to make it seem like I was more into killing them and more of a terrorist. Like, I was trying my hardest to show them that I wasn't not a spy. You guys play this game all wrong.
He called us babies for feeling bad about mowing down fucking innocents in an airport.
Yeah, I mean, I usually realize that these decisions I make don't really affect anything in real life.
Disconnect from a game, will you?
So I don't feel too bad. But
that makes for an interesting podcast.
When I lose, it does. But when I do lose like someone that I feel a little bit of a connection with, and I know it was my decision, I do feel a little bit bad. But other than that, no.
I also like in the Telltale games, they pit you with choices all the time, where it's like, save that guy or go save that guy.
Save Duck or save the farmhand.
Yep, exactly, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, those decisions I feel bad about because I know those decisions will affect the outcome of the story later on.
It'll affect like relationships with different people as you play too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that I do feel bad about, like, did I make the right decision? But other than that, it doesn't bother me with my decisions. Yeah.
Did you actually have one, Ben?
Nope.
He just never feels bad in video games.
I even tried to. I have a. So you remember in Call of Duty when you can like have the Nazis surrender?
Oh, you would shoot them.
Shot them all, dude.
I tried to.
You get yelled at. If they already like have their hands behind their back and you shoot them, you get penalized and it ends again.
You're one hard motherfucker, Ben.
They were shooting a bunch of my friends, man. Obviously, I'm going to kill them Nazis.
Nah, killing Nazis is fine in my book. I will 100% back the killing of Nazis.
But I don't know. I guess I don't really...
Well, it's not... You're Call of Duty run around guy. You're not single-player story kind of guy. So
True.
It's tough to get... I don't know. Until you really embrace the story of a single-player game and get really into it, it'll probably be tough for you to feel any type of significant emotion towards like that type of... Like, towards your actions, I guess.
I mean, I do it for, like, shows.
Oh, well, yeah. So, you also don't make decisions in shows.
Well, yeah, but I still feel for characters if they lose.
So you're just trying to defend that you do have a heart? Is that what you're doing?
I cry once in a while.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, that's good.
I just
nothing
don't play
we need to get into here.
Single player games where I have that much feeling for one. Like even the Call of Duty campaigns, I never really get that connected to somebody. I don't think where
that's because you're in Call of Duty mode.
Die, probably true.
Trying to
just
fucking
like
kill
adrenaline up.
Yeah.
All right. Next, Castle Will Kill writes in and asks, pineapple pizza, is it a culinary masterpiece or disaster? The answer is, for everyone in the world, gross, space, absolutely gross. So you can say whatever you want, but you're wrong.
It's not bad.
I was gonna say
not something I tend to.
It's definitely not a masterpiece, but definitely not a disaster.
No. Well, we know you just like meat and meat.
It's tough to ask you any question that doesn't involve hot dogs or bologna.
Hey, pizza, ice cream.
Yeah, he probably like fucking bologna pizza.
No, he probably has a bologna. Like he takes the bologna, makes it like a taco, and then puts ice cream in it, and then put fudge on it, and then eats it like that.
And cottage cheese and applesauce.
Well, cottage cheese is good, but now you are getting too gross.
Yeah.
You want to hear my tacos, Lewis?
No, I don't want to hear your tacos.
They're pretty good.
Maybe after the show.
Okay. There you go. So yeah, pineapple pizza, neither a masterpiece nor a disaster, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm in the camp of yes, it's good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll eat it if it's there. I'm not gonna go out and say, "Hey, let's go get some pineapple pizza."
That's the thing. Like, I feel like I rarely order pineapple pizza, but if I go to a pizza shop that has like all their pizzas out and it's an option, then that's when it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't make those pizzas, and I also don't buy like boxed. Do you buy boxed Hawaiian pizzas?
Pepperoni, extra cheese. Chicken wing.
Okay, you started off good, then your middle was kind of weak, and then your ending was strong. Just letting you know.
Yeah, just chicken wing pizza's cool.
Yeah.
You
cheese?
ordered just extra cheese. And that's it.
Yeah.
He
maybe
loves
like
his dairy.
Maybe
though.
like 4 cheese, but like extra cheese.
Just extra mozzarella.
I just want to order from home. You can get 2 toppings, so we'll get pepperoni and extra cheese. Is there 2 toppings?
Why do you like
pepperoni and sausage?
Don't you like sausage?
I don't like sausage in my mouth.
Or like ham and
like a breakfast sausage, but like not. It's
you actually don't have
spicy.
sausage on your pizza?
Not rarely.
Oh really? Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Sausage and onions.
Oh yeah.
Is a real good
like if
pizza.
a breakfast pizza is the only breakfast pizza that's left is
sausage,
like
mushrooms, onions, peppers, sausage, mushrooms,
banana peppers.
Oh, or I'll get like a 3-meat.
Man. Okay, we got to stop talk about food because I'm getting hungry.
I already ate.
I didn't.
That was pretty.
All right, get us through the rest of these questions.
Let's see. Charlie of Mops. Charlie O Mops.
Charlie Mops.
I would just call him Charlie Mops.
Oh,
yep.
There's an. I guess that could be like a space.
It was just the whole username.
All right, Charlie Mops. Welcome to giving us a question for the show. As your first question,
So awkward.
Yep.
Should all video games have an I have a family / full-time job and I don't have a ton of time to play anymore easy mode?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes, why not? The more options, the merrier.
I feel like I feel like normal modes are like this.
I feel like if you're at that point, you might as well just watch a 15-minute video on the whole
No. Like I'm gonna be a 50-year-old dad who's still gonna play video games. I'm not gonna want to just watch a YouTube video of how it's played. I still want to play it, even if I have so many obligations and I get to play it maybe an hour a night. I'm probably at that point gonna want to. The combat's really easy. You don't actually have to aim at anything.
Well, hopefully by the time you're 50, you're good at video games.
Hey.
So you won't need that mode.
This, a lot of games are doing like story mode now.
Yeah.
Or like
Horizon had one.
Yeah, exactly. Like you could play Horizon in just story mode.
Oh,
so I'm
was there?
Yeah,
it's like super
it's
simplified
below
combat.
easy.
Oh, I didn't even see
it's
that.
2 below easy actually.
It's 2. Okay, so yeah.
Is that what mode you have it on?
Just normal.
Okay, yeah, same. Normal.
Normal.
Okay.
But yeah,
I almost did story mode just to see what it was like, just to be like.
I haven't played. I'm trying to think what the last game I actually put on like super easy was. It might have been the Uncharted games because those actually had story mode.
Yeah.
But why not? Give people options. Give them super easy, give them kind of easy, give them medium, give them hard, give them too hard. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they might as well, I guess, if that's what you're looking for. But also, I feel like it takes away from games. But we've had this discussion about playing levels of games, and
talked about this a few
I
times.
usually try to have it on the normal. I try not to go to easy or
default
anything.
seems like it's right where the developers probably created it for you.
Yeah, they created it that way for a reason. So
this is the perfect. You can make it a little harder. You can make it a little easier, but this is where it should be.
Yep.
Which is generally where I land. If anything, I go lower. I rarely kick games up into hard.
I'll
unless
usually
it's for like achievements, I guess.
Kick them up at first. Then I'll go down. It's kind of like food for me. If I'm going to go out to eat, I'm going to eat the food without putting extra salt or pepper on it first. Once I know what it tastes like, then
you're not going to ruin a nice steak with ketchup.
Exactly, unless it needs
like
it.
That.
It's not ruining steak.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It's ruining the steak.
It's adding ketchup.
If you put ketchup on your steak, I'm not talking
I don't know
to you
if
anymore.
he's kidding.
I don't. I promise I don't.
No,
I barely even put A1 sauce on steak because I like steak.
No,
that much.
A1. It depends on how it's cooked with A1 sauce, but
if you get a shitty steak, there's probably nothing wrong with putting ketchup on your steak.
Yeah, I still would put A1 on first.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah,
and then I would probably choke it down before I'd put ketchup on.
Did you ever dip your pork chops in applesauce? Is that weird? My family used to have pork chops.
Sexual innuendo. You're just trying to throw at us right now. And I'm not understanding.
Can I put my pork chop in your applesauce?
Pick up line you use at the bar once in a while, Zach? Or
we don't talk about it. I don't know. When I was growing up, that was a thing that like applesauce and pork chops always coincided with each other.
Just like applesauce and cottage cheese.
No, fucking no.
Just applesauce in general.
God damn it, no.
Applesauce in general, no.
You don't like applesauce?
I don't like applesauce.
Huh.
I like apple juice. I like cider.
Well, it's like me. I like
cider.
I like ketchup.
You ever had
I like tomato soup, but I don't eat tomatoes.
Apple, like cinnamon, like ugh.
Yes.
Applesauce that's like cinnamon flavored and like chunky applesauce or anything like that? No.
Oh, chunky applesauce.
Really? Huh.
God,
That is actually kind of surprising.
That's just not. I mean, I when I was a kid, I had to take pills, and they were too big for me to swallow. So they told me to crush them up and put them in applesauce.
We might have had this conversation.
And I can't do. Ever since then, I can't. I'm glad I didn't put it in chocolate pudding because I would have had a terrible
chocolate
life.
pudding for you.
Yeah.
That's
terrible life. No chocolate pudding.
Fair enough.
Hashtag. And last but not least, friend of the show, Nick writes in: is it worth getting a 4K monitor for the Xbox One X that doesn't support HDR?
No.
At this point, no. Nope.
No,
if you're getting a 4K TV, you should be able to get one with an HDR option for right around what you're looking for.
Well, I mean, he's probably specifically looking for a monitor, so that's going to be the issue here. Mm-hmm. Nick, if I was you, I would hold out a little bit longer. You'll start to see 4K HDR monitors sometime in 2018. That's at an affordable price.
I'm actually waiting for it because I have an appointment for to go to the bank to get a credit card and get my loans and my shit's taken care of. And my first purchase will be a 4K monitor that supports HDR.
Smart.
And so I can pay that off and start building my credit.
A lot of times HDR is, you can see it more than you can actually notice 4K textures. Like the color you get out of HDR is going to make more of a difference than the 4K. So,
and at this point, it just depends on what you're trying to play on, because they have 32-inch 4K HDR supported monitors. Samsung's got one, Acer has one for right around $300 to $400. So if you're willing to pay that much for something that's that size, but like me, I play on a 24-inch monitor because it's the best for competitive. So until they can get HDR down into that size, I'm going to be waiting for a monitor.
Yep. So yeah, I'd hold out, Nick, unless you're looking for something a little bigger than a monitor.
Like a 4K HDR television,
like
TCL
a TCLP series, 55 inches.
How much was that again?
Worth it. 600.
All right.
So thank you everyone for writing in.
Grazie.
Like we've said before, we will answer any question wrote in except for Toast's questions. We don't answer those anymore. Just kidding, Toast. We love you.
I'm
but
gonna give him a good question next week.
Anything that's like that style, we don't want to answer.
And food questions. We clearly love food questions.
Yeah. I just love food altogether, so it's pretty good for me.
I think we're all big fans of food. Mm-hmm.
So next, we're gonna get into the news.
Well, that one's the right amount of loud.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be real quiet at first.
Yeah, that one was not perfect.
So we just have one bad audio file in there, I guess?
One bad one. All right. Let's see. Zachary, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp?
Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. We talked about it a while ago when it first got announced.
Yeah, and you could get it through the Australian network.
Yeah, exactly. And if you set it to Australia, you could play it. It actually came out this past week on the 22nd, I believe, or maybe it was 21st. It came out a day earlier than what
was really supposed to. Yeah, I saw
when
that
they said it was supposed to. And they did 15 million downloads in their first week.
God damn.
Which isn't actually a ton because Mario Run or Super Mario Run, whatever that game, the Mario game was
Mario
called
Run
that they released.
Yeah.
Did 30 plus million.
But also, how many people already downloaded it through Australia?
I
wonder if that's counted.
Thing. So I would assume, that might skew those numbers.
Yeah.
By 15 million?
Maybe by at least right.
5. Probably not that much. But, so that's out now, so you can go out and get it. I know we had talked about it before, and I didn't know what a release date on it was the last time we spoke about it, but it's out now, so you can go get it. Not much of that story, just a release.
Just release. Just some information.
Some info for your brain and your phone.
Brain food.
Lou.
That's me.
Splatoon update and a new DLC for one of your favorite games you can't pronounce?
I can pronounce it, I just can't spell it. So yes, Splatoon 2 is now going to be getting some updates and some new maps, some new gear, some new weapons. And also, I do believe there was also a new play mode in there too. New game mode called Calm Blitz. Really not sure.
Called Hide the Sausage.
Yep.
Those are two like contradicting words.
CACLAM.
Clam
Blitz. God damn it.
I mean,
I have dyslexia.
He was
okay.
Close.
Shut up, Richard. Which you're asked to collect things that are scattered around the stage. You pick them up.
Clams?
Question mark?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe?
Or comms.
Comms. You're looking for
picking up comms.
I don't know. You're looking for some shit, and you're trying to collect them throughout the game. In the PvP mode, there will be new weapons and also new arenas and new gear for your Splatoon character.
Yeah, I saw that I think it was 2 of the 5 new maps that they're bringing out are actually some like old favorites from Splatoon 1.
Oh, really?
That they revamped. Yeah.
Nice. That'll be cool. I might play that a little bit here and there. I haven't gotten into it just because, like I said, playing Splatoon with the Joy-Cons is a little difficult.
You got to get
aiming.
those control freak grips.
Yeah, that might help.
That would probably make a big difference. Or just get a pro controller. One or the other.
Well, once I have more money. But also their new DLC coming to Mario versus Rabbids.
That was him. It was his thinking thing.
Oh, that was weird. I thought Ben was calling the dog over.
No. There will be new weapons in this DLC. Another new hero. New story content.
Who do you think the new hero is going to be? Or did they already announce it and you just don't know?
They might have announced it. I just don't know.
Who do you want it to be?
Do you know?
I don't know.
I want it to be. I think isn't there already a Yoshi? Yeah, there is a.
I
never finished beating the game. I didn't beat the game, so I really don't know. I did enjoy it, but like I said, when I got my new Switch, I lost all that data too. So I haven't picked that one back up. But if they do a new person, maybe it might be Wario.
How about Waluigi?
Well, that would be cool too.
Princess Peach.
She's definitely already in it.
Daisy, Princess Daisy. She's not.
Is that her hot sister?
And that's Luigi's. That's the one in the movie that Luigi was running after the whole time in the actual live action movie.
Oh, that horrible thing I still have to watch.
Yep, pretty much. So it's just 2 new things coming for the Switch, new content for both those games. Pretty fascinating, pretty cool. I know there's a decent amount of Switch people out there. It'll be fun.
Sounds fun.
And staying on the update and DLC package, Rainbow Six actually had a new update. Unlike their last one, where they brought in a bunch of new content, this patch focuses more on improving gameplay and just a bunch of bug fixes. So just some cleaning up of stuff. Capcom's gadget does a little less damage, but is now hidden better. A lot of players were able to break a window and then look for his it's like a little trip line that blows up when you cross over it. So they were able to find that and blow it up before they tripped over it. So that's kind of a little bit of a nerf, but he got a movement speed to move faster to place all his traps. So he kind of stayed about where he is, other than a little bit less damage. Blitz, who has the shield, can now run with his shield. Players were complaining that you can't run to use one of your abilities when you have to be close to somebody while also protecting yourself. So now you can protect yourself a little bit while running to use shield flash on up close and personal onto people. And the last major fix, players were complaining that Ella was too strong. So instead of 4 Grismot mines, she now has 3, and they increased the recoil on her Scorpion SMG. So couple little fixes, couple of bug stuff that they mentioned later. If you want to go see everything, you can go check out their page on their updates. Let's see. Up next, let's do some microtransaction bullshit continued.
Yeah, I feel like all that's been in the news since the Star Wars stuff is just straight
microtransactions and Black Friday. That's what
that was
the
a
news
lot
has
of
been
news
for like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. This was just about Belgium. You guys heard about this, right? Belgium
and
trying
Hawaii as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, getting it actually labeled as gambling.
Yeah, trying to get loot boxes labeled as gambling and ban them. So what they're trying to do is, what they said was that it's a mixture of money and addiction as a chance. Like, you should be of a certain age before you should be able to do that, just like at a casino. Like if you're 18, then you could buy loot crates, that kind of thing. Which
how are they going to monitor that?
Which is how do you pay for a loot crate if you don't have a credit card and you're like 18 anyways? I guess I don't know when you can get your hands on a credit card.
At the
end.
Your parents put it on there for your recurring. You just say, hey, I need to recur my Xbox Gold every year. Can you put your credit card on here so you don't have to worry about it? And then their credit card is there.
Yeah, my parents would have been like, "Are you fucking high?" And I'd be like, I was, but now that you swore at me, not anymore."
I was. You just killed my high.
That's buzz. How mine worked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my parents' credit card was on there.
And you could just use it whenever you wanted?
I never did. I just played.
And are you
Call
kidding
Duty.
me? It was, if I wanted something for a gaming system, I had to work for it.
Hell yeah.
Like, I had to, they didn't give me anything. Like, not even Christmas gifts for games.
So Belgium's Gaming Commission they're trying to finalize, to actually decide whether or not the loot boxes are gambling.
Mm-hmm.
But it was their justice minister who wants the ban of them. So the first thing that needs to happen is they need to come to a decision whether or not it's actually gambling, and then if it is, then you might start to run into problems. It's the same thing in Hawaii, where it's until they're actually labeled gambling. You can't really put a ban on it. There's no specific type of rule set right now for microtransactions and games like this.
I think it's super dumb too, because honestly, Overwatch loot boxes, you get one every level up, and you can buy them, but it's all just some of it you can get in-game currency to buy cooler looking guns, but there's nothing that's going to help you in the game. Same with League of Legends, you can get boosts for your XP and stuff, but you can't make yourself stronger in game. How is that gambling? Versus,
it's gambling because you're putting your money in for a chance to get something. When you put chance into something, I think you put chance...
Gambling gives you a positive opportunity for your life. This just gets you a cool-looking skin. So,
which improves your character, which makes you happy, which improves your state of mind, which improves your life.
That's stretching.
How is that stretching? If your character looks cool, because
you buying loot boxes in Battlefront 2 so that I stomp on that little 14-year-old, different.
Does that make you happy? That you're stomping on 14-year-olds?
I can stomp on 14-year-olds whether or not I look good or not, or I buy it or not.
But does that make you happy, though? I'm saying.
But
does that just answer my question? Does that make you happy?
Both
Yes or no?
situations make me happy.
Yes or no?
But
yes or no? Just answer me. Yes or no?
I just answered you.
So yes.
Yes, I said both. So
that changes your state of mind. Your being.
I didn't say anything about state of mind.
But yeah, it changed. It makes you happier.
I said my pocket. I don't go to the casino and waste all my money to get a dress or to get a suit. I go there to try and make more ungodly amounts of money. Well, maybe that's gambling.
Okay, so this is the same thing. They're gambling money to get in-game currency so they can buy things. It's the same thing.
You think that loot crates in Overwatch is gambling?
In a way, yes, because you're putting money to get a random outcome. That's considered gambling to me. It's just like if I put $10 down on rolling a dice and getting a 6, that's gambling.
Well, you get money back for that.
Not always. You could lose all your money.
True. That's the whole point of gambling.
Thank you.
So you don't not get anything through this. One.
Oh, you could get things you don't want, though, which is like getting things, not getting anything.
In good news, though, CD Projekt Red, creators of The Witcher, sent out a tweet this past week that said, "Worry not. When thinking about Cyberpunk 2077, think nothing less than The Witcher 3. Huge single-player open-world, story-driven RPG. No hidden catch. You get what you pay for. No bullshit. Just honest gaming like with Wild Hunt. We leave the greed to others."
I was gonna say, didn't they take it? They took a shot at EA.
They took a shot at everybody that puts microtransactions in their games.
And then the game Tap Hero also put out an announcement saying their game will be full price.
Yeah, Clicker Heroes 2
yeah.
By Playsaurus. They're dropping their free-to-play, pay-to-win shit. Mm-hmm. They're just going to make their game $30 straight up and not have any type of microtransaction at all. It's just weird because, I fucking hate talking about this because it's all we've been talking about.
Yep.
But, loot boxes have been in games and this type of shit forever, and now whole countries are talking about banning shit.
It's just
ever since the Star Wars shit happened.
The pay to win type deal.
Yeah, but pay to win's been a thing forever. It's not new.
I guess
like
you're right,
loot boxes aren't new. They've been around. So it's just weird that it has such a full, I don't know.
I think it's because
it's weird how much shit's happening with microtransactions right now.
That they tried it really hard on.
With Star Wars, loved by billions of people.
Exactly. And I feel like if they tried it on, say, Call of Duty, maybe not Call of Duty, but a game that has a big following that will spend the money onto it, they might have had a little bit better chance. Maybe not a big as cult, but like, I don't know, you don't try it on a game like Star Wars Battlefront, I feel like. Battlefield.
The pay-to-win style, you mean, right?
Yeah. Like having regular loot boxes in it, yeah, fine. If you cosmetics, I agree with you on cosmetic stuff all the way. That's fine. It's still in my brain, my opinion, my dysfunctional brain. Even that
don't
type
call it dysfunctional, then try to defend yourself.
Okay, in my weird way of thinking,
in my brain that's always wrong. Okay. I'm going to tell you why you're wrong.
No, okay. In this brain, in my opinion, I still feel like loot boxes in general are still a gamble because you're not guaranteed what you're buying. You're not guaranteed to get that pink gun.
Why did we let you start talking about this again?
I haven't said anything because it should stop.
I don't know.
So yeah, it was just, I thought a whole country trying to get involved with this is newsworthy.
They're even saying more. They're saying when we ban it, because they're so confident, they're saying when we ban it in our country, we're getting all of Europe to try and ban it.
Yeah, which it's insane.
Yeah.
I can't imagine FIFA being a game in Europe that doesn't have microtransactions. That'll be like half of EA's business down the toilet if there's no microtransactions in there. But
and then like free to play games, what do you like? You're gonna have all the games just like that touchy feely one you just said, change to make you buy it. Like League of Legends is based off of buying skins, and there are like I gift all my friends' birthdays. I gift them random loot boxes. So that they can get a random skin or something.
Speaking of that kind of weird MOBA stuff, Smite right now has 50% off their like complete package or whatever it is, where you can buy every single god in the game or whatever. Apparently that's a big deal. So
how much is it?
Half off. I couldn't tell you what that actually amounts to, but it's 50% of whatever price it was prior to today.
Being on sale.
So yeah, you can look into that if you'd like.
I am going to look into that. Lewis, something new about Pokemon Go?
Yeah, Pokemon Go. So there is a live community event that actually just ended on the 26th. It's pretty cool. It was an event that was going on in Tokyo. Was it Seoul, Tokyo, and a few other, and Mount Fuji in Tokyo. They were doing one of those Pokemon Go things where you can catch special Pokemon, but they were also opening it up and hoping the Pokemon community would also join in. That if you caught over 5 million Pokemon together, they were going to release stuff for the lures that would last up to 6 hours, like longer lures, longer things for people to catch more creatures, Pokemon. I mean, and also they were going to release. I think I saw 2 legend random Pokemon that were going to be able to be captured all over the world, not just in Seoul, Tokyo. I mean, they were keeping Mount Fuji, Tokyo, keeping the special ones there, but also releasing some other ones for other people. To try to kind of get more people playing Pokemon Go again. And, after the last fiasco was in Chicago, that I remember hearing about them with all the servers going down and everything.
Yeah.
I think this was kind of not so much a PR stunt to help them, but it was definitely some type of PR to get them more, going, which is kind of cool, And I'm pretty sure they did reach their goal, but I did not take part in that.
They did. I saw something earlier actually that said,
they
hit it, and
nice.
Everyone who played during that time got like a little prize.
Yeah, which is cool,
The only thing I found about that Smite, by the way, was it was $15 for the God Pack, PC only on Amazon.
Son of a bitch.
So I don't know.
I think
this Reddit Smite post says that there's a bunch of super expensive gods that are very cheap at the moment for what seems like non-PC. I don't know what they play on, but I don't know. Specifically,
well, just look up Smite somewhere and maybe you'll find a discount, or maybe you won't.
Maybe you won't. Who knows? All right. Last but not least, Epic sues cheaters. So there have been few and far between cheaters in Epic's Fortnite Battle Royale. Mm-hmm. I think it happens with every single Battle Royale style game. You get like speed cheaters, can't die cheaters, all guns are really cool cheaters, aimbot cheaters, wall hacks, all that kind of stuff. But Epic is really,
cracking
down, and they are suing every player that they've found cheating on their servers.
That's crazy. Which
has gotten them yelled at by a mother. So one of the cheaters that Epic has found was a 14-year-old boy. And in lieu of this, their mother wrote a very savvy, lawyer-like, I guess we could say, letter to Epic explaining why her son shouldn't be sued for cheating. And he stated that the cheats were very easy to find, very easy to get, and he doesn't cheat to win, he just cheats to have fun, so he shouldn't be sued.
Well, I guess if he's not playing in competitive mode, he shouldn't be sued. I could kind of see that.
Think it doesn't matter.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. I'm trying to see it as her perspective.
It's her perspective is each time you cheated in a game is $150,000.
Oh, Jesus. So
if he cheated in 10 games, that's $1.5 million that they're suing him for.
Yeah. I could see if it was in a competitive mode, suing definitely in there. Just because you can find crack and sniff crack, and I guess it's fun, doesn't mean you should go out and fucking do crack, and it's easy to get. You can find crack easy. If I wanted to, I could go out and find crack right now, and I could smoke it, and I bet it's fun. But I'm not going to do it because it not only is it against the law, it's also very bad for me because I do not want to die.
I think this is a very extreme.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm just showing you that just because you can doesn't mean you should cheat.
I agree with you. I played. Did anybody go back and play World at War, where there's the God mode now and the finger gun? So there are hackers in World at War. So you go back and play and they sit there, and on the screen is their hand with the finger, and the sound it makes is pew pew, and you die.
Really?
Or you can't die. So this guy grabbed the bomb, was playing Search and Destroy. This guy grabbed the bomb, and I was just shooting him in the head with a sniper rifle, and he just wasn't planting the bomb.
Yeah.
And then he'd kill anybody who tried to defuse it with his pew pew gun.
Pew pew gun.
So that stuff, even if it was it was just regular Search and Destroy. There's no competitive part about it. I just wanted to play a little bit of World of War.
It's really annoying when you come across cheaters and everything that. I don't know if he should be sued for that much. Maybe they should just ban him from the game. Something a little less extreme.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little less expensive.
Then you get into kids creating other accounts. So Counter-Strike had this problem where people would cheat, their account would get banned, they just start a new account and then cheat some more.
But so isn't it $30 to start a new Xbox account?
Xbox is different because you would probably have to buy Fortnite again.
Yeah, you would. You would have to buy Fortnite again, and then you would have to get a new. You wouldn't have to get a new Xbox subscription, would you?
I don't know if they might just ban you from your gamer tag from the game. They might not ban your IP address. They can do that as well. Because I had a buddy who cheated in a Call of Duty game. They did remember Modern Warfare? You had the you go into the one game and you jumped off a building and died, and then when you got back out, you were Master Prestige with all the tokens and everything.
No, I didn't know about that.
I did that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Did you get cheated? Did you get caught?
Nope.
Okay. Well, you will now.
All of my friends did it.
You just announced it.
But
to the world.
one of the guys who did that got caught, and they banned him from the game. And then he switched to an account or something and was playing, and they banned his IP address on his Xbox.
Okay,
so he couldn't play on that Xbox anymore online.
Maybe they should do that to the people instead. But I don't know. Suing for that much is a little extreme.
Yeah, but I mean, and they say Epic will continue to pursue all cheaters, and they want to keep their games fun, fair, competitive, and free of people trying to make that not fun.
I do agree with them on that, but they are going a little extreme in my idea.
Yeah, I agree. $150,000 is a little bit for an aimbot in a game.
Yeah.
that's going to do it for our news. So let's go around the table. Where can we find you? Give a little plug. And maybe what you're going to play this week. Zach, you've been going first the whole time, so you're first now.
Risky the Kid, everywhere. I'll be playing a lot of Horizon Zero Dawn. Hopefully he'll turn my Switch on. That'd be nice.
Maybe.
We shall see.
Yeah, that's all I got that I know I'll be playing. How about you,
Lou? Zero Dawn as well. I'll definitely be playing some Switch. I think I'm going to keep active in the Star Wars arena and also the Call of Duty arena. Definitely probably pick up a little more Zelda. Other than that, whatever tickles my fancy. I'll put it that way.
Quickly, one thing we all forgot about, Zach. How's that hot tub?
Oh yeah, how is that hot tub?
Hot tub's real nice.
Yeah,
we should play Switch in the hot tub. That's what we should do.
That's fun until you drop ARMS. The Switch in the hot tub.
Yeah. No, you just put it on your deck and we'll play ARMS.
Oh, so I'll just ruin the Joy-Cons, I guess.
Yeah,
that's only $80 every time.
$60.
Are they 60?
Yeah.
Okay. $60 every time I
what
drop
were you gonna say, quick, Lou?
I was gonna say you can find me at Waterloo on Xbox and Mixer.
Hey,
did it right? And then Waterloo on the PlayStation Network.
And I am OMG at Chopa everywhere. Mixer, Twitter, Xbox, PlayStation 4.
So everywhere?
Yeah, everywhere. Definitely gonna get back into Horizon as well. First game that's really tickled my fancy.
Yeah, I like it.
League. I'm playing a bunch of Overwatch still. I want to play some competitive, ranked.
Quick question: how do you like the new Overwatch healer?
I haven't played a lot of her. I played her in like a practice thing, but I haven't played her in like games or anything.
I was watching a friend of the show, Joe, play as her, and she's a beast. If you know how to play her. Yeah,
I've seen a lot of streamers like switch from player. So I'll probably begin to try out here soon. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Call of Duty. I might stream some of that this week because I'm actually good at it versus like games where I have no idea what I'm doing. But that's gonna do it for us tonight here at Risky Radio. We hope you had fun. I know we love to complain and have fun as well.
Yes,
we'll be back next week for a brand new episode. But until then, we'll catch you later.
Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, I thank you for stopping by.